Hello friends, the National Library of Ayurveda Medicine is pleased to present a new episode on Ayurveda. The present release is part of a video lecture series prepared for the education of Ayurveda literature in accordance with the academic curriculum of Ayurveda studies in India. My name is Dr. Sumit Kesarkar and I will be your host throughout this video on Shrusti Karma Nirupan, which discusses cosmology or the origin of universe and human life. Shrusti means that which is evolved or produced. Shrusti Karma Nirupan or the evolution of the cosmos is described vividly in various scriptures from the Vedas, Upanishads and Puranas. Of these scriptures, the Darshan Shastras or the six systems of philosophy have specifically elaborated on the process. Ayurveda has inferred from all the available scriptures and has incorporated the most logical description predominantly based upon the Sankhya Darshan. Sankhya philosophy, regarded as the oldest of the Shad Darshans, states that in order to understand life, one must consider the origin of the world from a physical perspective. Sage Kapila is considered the founder of the Sankhya philosophy. Comprised of 25 principles of manifestation, Sankhya philosophy is expressed as a model of evolving consciousness from non-material to material, from consciousness to matter. As per the Sankhya Darshan, before there was any manifestation of the universe, there was the absolute unmanifested state of Avyakta. Within the unmanifested state exists Purusha or pure consciousness and its creative energy of Prakriti. A brief description of Purusha has been explained in another video. You are requested to view that video to get an in-depth understanding of Purusha. To give a brief recap, Purusha is formless, colorless, pure consciousness and a passive witness to creation. Prakriti is the creative energy of Purusha. It has form, color and its attributes are in the field of action. Prakriti is the first principle of manifestation. Prakriti contains all the knowledge of the universe and consists of three gunas or the universal qualities of the cosmos. These three universal qualities, known as Sattva, Raja and Tam, are consciousness broken up into qualities which pervade all creation. These qualities lie dormant within Prakriti without the pulsations of Purusha. In the potential energy of Purusha and the creative will of Prakriti, we find an understanding of the evolution of the non-material energy into material expression. To understand the process of creation in simple terms, the conscious energy of Purusha is correlated to Lord Shiva or the male energy, and the creative energy of Prakriti is correlated to the female energy of Shakti. Neither Shiva nor Shakti is able to do the creation independently. In the light of Shiva, Shakti becomes aware of Shiva and bonds with it, which makes Shakti lose its balance or stability, leading to a variety of changes. This union is represented by the Ardhanari Nateshwar or the half male, half female form, which is considered as the basis of all creation in Indian mythology. These changes result in creation of the second principle of manifestation known as Buddhi or Mahad or intellect. Mahad is supreme universal intelligence and stores the blueprint for all manifestation. Mahad carries the three qualities of Sattva, Raja and Tama of Prakriti which still lie in a dormant form. A brief description of three qualities of Sattva, Raja and Tam have been explained in another video. You are requested to view that video to get an in-depth understanding of these three qualities. To have a brief recap, the three qualities are distinct and carry the universal attributes of creative force. Rajas is a principle of action, volatile, the creative force. It determines movement. Tamas is inert, opposite to Rajas. It denotes potential energy and energy to be worked upon. Sattva is the principle of pure essence, bliss. It is everything that cannot be encompassed by Raja and Tama. It is moving with Rajas and inert with Tamas. Mahad can be accepted as the first stage of supreme intelligence which realizes the potential to create innumerable forms. To create varied manifestations, each of those created entities must have their own individual characters which separates them from other. This individualism is the third step of manifestation as buddhi gives rise to ahankara. Ahankara is the I-ness or feeling of self that is created the moment identification with an object of perception occurs. In the human being, ahankara can be defined as the ego. The moment I is formed, Mahad is reflected in the individual as buddhi or wisdom faculty. The manifestation of ahankara or individualism creates a spark, a life force which initiates the process of creation. This spark or life force is known as prana, which is the vibratory power that underlies all manifestations. It is through the pulsations of cosmic prana that Mahad or intelligence activates the dormant trigunas or the universal qualities of nature and blend it completely with ahankara. Sattva and Tama are inactive quality and require the kinetic force of Rajas to manifest the organic and inorganic universe. It is the movement of the three gunas from which the manifest universe came into existence. The mutual activity of these qualities are responsible for vivid creations in the universe and the different manifestations or perceptions of life forms, also known as yonis. From this point, Sankhya philosophy relates the creation of life with respect to humans, though the concepts it uses are universal and are relevant throughout the cosmos. Ayurveda has specifically absorbed these concepts in relation to life on earth. The action of Rajas upon Sattva brings about the universe of sense perception or the organic universe, and the action of Rajas upon Tamas brings about the universe of form or the inorganic universe. We will study both these actions in brief. From the movement of Rajas upon Sattva, 11 Indriya or entities are created. They are 5 Jnanendriya or sense organs. They consist of Chakshu or the eyes, Stotra or the ears, Tvaka or the skin, Grahana or the nose, and Jiva or the tongue. 5 Karmendriya or the organs of work. They consist of payu or the anus, which is used for eliminating specifically waste, hasta or the upper limbs, pada or the lower limbs, vaka or the mouth, and upastha or the genitals for procreation. The 11th entity or indriya to be formed is mana. Mana can be correlated to the mind or cognitive function which receives the sensations of pleasure and pain experienced through the 10 indriyas. Hence, mana is known as Ubhaya Indriya because it can both sense and act to the 5 sense and 5 motor organs. The mana, however, cannot receive any experiences from the 10 Indriyas without them having any powers. For example, the eyes are useless without the power or the sense of vision. The senses are created from the movement of Rajas upon Tamas. These senses or sense qualities are known as tanmatras and are 5 in number. They are Shabda or the sense of hearing, Sparsha or the sense of touch, Rasa or the sense of taste, Rupa or the sense of sight, and Gandha or the sense of smell. The Tanmatras are known as the Vishaya or the subjects of the Jnanendriya and Karmendriya, and the Mana experiences pleasure and pain of these 5 sense qualities through the 10 Indriyas. Apart from the sense qualities, the action of Raja and Tama is also responsible in creation of Pancha Mahabhuta or the 5 elements of nature as per the Sankhya philosophy. Each Mahabhuta is produced from its predecessor and is more denser than the former. During the transformation process, each Bhuta which evolved later acquires the qualities of the previous Bhuta. These 5 elements in descending format are Prithvi, which is perception of mass and is correlated to soil or land mass on planet Earth. Apaha, or the perception of formless fluid, which can be correlated to water and similar fluids on planet Earth. Agni, or the perception of heat energy, which can be correlated to fire and similar known energy forms on planet Earth. Vayu, or the perception of movement, which can be correlated to air or wind on planet Earth. And Akasha, which is emptiness, the void which does not encompass the other 4 elements. and can be correlated to black holes in the universe. Akasha is the first element to be formed. The Panchamahabhutas ultimately create the three doshas, which are an elemental part of each manifestation of universe and similarly of each entity on earth. We will discuss the Panchamahabhutas and three dosha in detail further in a separate video. The 25 factors thus mentioned are responsible for the creation of the universe and subsequently human life. The factors in short can be summarized as avyakta or the unmanifested state, which consists of consciousness of Purusha and its creative force of Prakriti. The union of Prakriti and Purusha gives rise to the second stage of manifestation and the third entity of Buddhi or Mahad. Mahad manifests into the fourth entity of Ahankara or the individual essence which activates the three dormant qualities of Sattva, Raja and Tam to start with creation of innumerable entities in universe. From this point we study the creation with respect to human life. The action of Raja on Tama gives rise to five sense qualities or Tanmatras. They are Shabda or the sense of hearing, Sparsha or the sense of touch, Rasa or the sense of taste, Rupa or the sense of sight, and Gandha or the sense of smell. In addition to the five sense qualities, the action of Raja on Tama also creates the Panchamahabhuta or the five elements of nature. They are Akash or space, Vayu or air, Agni or fire, Apaha or water, and Prithvi or land in correlation to human life on planet Earth. The action of Raja on Sattva gives rise to 11 Indriyas consisting of 5 Jnanendriyas or sense organs. They are Chakshu or the eyes, Stotra or the ears, Tvaka or the skin, Grana or the nose, and Jiva or the tongue. 5 Karmendriyas or the organs of work. They consist of Payu or the anus, which is used for eliminating specifically waste, Hasta or the upper limbs, Pada or the lower limbs, Vaka or the mouth, and Upastha or the genitals for procreation. And the 11th Indriya called Mana or mind, which is the cognitive force that experiences pleasure and pain through the 11 Indriyas and the 5 Tanmatras. Sankhya philosophy has been widely accepted by Ayurveda except for Maharishi Charak. Charak follows the same order with some philosophical differences, where he considers Prakriti and Purusha as one entity, as opposed to Sankhya, which consider them as separate. Hence, according to Charak, there are 24 tattvas as opposed to the Sankhya number of 25. Sushrut followed Sankhya Darshan and so he accepted the number of factors to be 25. The main difference with Charak, however, is on the opinion regarding the formation of the Indriyas consisting of Jnanendriyas and Karmendriyas. Sankhya considers the action of Rajasic Ahankar on Tamasic Ahankar to be creator of 5 Jnanendriya and 5 Karmendriya. Here specifically, Charak differs from Sankhya philosophy and considers the 10 Indriyas to be formed from the Panchamahabhutas. Ayurveda agrees with Charak and considers the sense and the work organs as physical entities or bhautic forms as opposed to Sankhya who consider them to be created from non-physical entities of Ahankara. Ayurveda approach is very practical as it says that we can only treat the organs if they are formed of physical entities, and since the Indriyas are subject to treatment, they cannot be evolved from Ahankara but can be created only from the Panchamahabhuta. I hope this video was informative and made the subject clear. Comments and feedback are highly appreciated and you can leave them by visiting the National Library's website at www.nlam.in or likewise by writing to me at vdsumit@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.